Yo, what's up, yo? This is Killer Priest, and I'm representing right now for Kofi Universe. That universe is the universe you should be in.
YouTube, salute. The D.O.C. explains why being in prison was better than being on Death Row Records. It's getting funky. It's getting funky. All right, y'all. This is Kofi's Universe, man. Let's listen to this audio. All right.
You made a comment before and you said that you found doing jail time easier than doing studio time at Death Row. What you mean by that?
Bro, you can take when I say something to you, you can take that shit for the most part literally, right? When they locked me up in Texas, I was scared as hell at first, cause that's not me. I wasn't made for that. But when they took me down there, um, hell, I knew most of the cats that was down there, and the ones I didn't know was happy to see D.O.C. in there, and so it wasn't as bad as I thought. But in California, it's diametrically opposed to that feeling because going into the studio every day felt like, you just didn't know what the hell was going to happen. And most of the time, that's why I had to be loaded to go because I didn't feel comfortable. I'm not a gangster, not a gangbanger. That's not my element. Those ain't my people. How they think and move ain't how I think and move. Even though it was some good dudes in there, just by virtue of where they coming from and what's on their mind, there's some dirty motherfuckers in there. And
You made a comment before.
All right. So you heard him. You heard what he said. Like, being incarcerated was better than being on Death Row Records. And it's sad that an artist will have to come out and say something like that, especially the caliber of the D.O.C. You know, you hear so many stories about Death Row Records, and Death Row Records was a juggernaut as far as like the notorious label, having Suge Knight as the CEO, you having Dre, Snoop Dogg, the Dog Pound, the Lady of Rage. When they acquired Tupac, just so many moving great pieces on that label. Nate Dogg was over there. You had outside help from like Warren G coming over, DJ Quick to help out with engineering certain things. It was like a great time of the music that was giving the world. Can never take that away from them. But behind the scenes, like literally, you hear people getting beat up in the studio. If your song was whack, if it was half ass, Suge Knight gonna slap the shit out of you. He gonna have his homies from the Pyru, the mob niggas gonna beat your ass. It's just like what the hell going on over there? Like I've heard crazy stories, and not stories that people have told me on the streets, but it's just stories out here. This is before people started coming on, get on YouTube, being interviewed. There were stories coming out. So it was like, damn, shit going down like that. You know what I'm saying? But think about it. You don't know what's really going on, especially looking like you looking over your shoulder. I'm talking about the D.O.C. Like, man, let me get my pistol, man, to make sure I'm protected. Like he said, hey, I'm just trying to make some music and make some business deals, but I ain't trying to be looking over my shoulder. Ain't nobody gonna put their hands on me. And that's sad when you gotta feel like that. That's sad. It's like, damn, nigga, I'd rather be in jail, cause at least in jail I know where I stand, and at least I know I can see shit coming from a distance, and I know I'm on this side, you on that side. But you over there, you making music, you supposed to be in your comfort zone. You supposed to be listening to the beat, talking to the producers, talking to other artists. Y'all linking up. Y'all can have your little drinky drink. Smoke y'all smoke, get some food. Whatever you need to do to get your mind right. Go outside, take a walk, play some basketball. Maybe go exercise. Whatever you need to do to get your music going. To put a single together, to put an album together. Not to be like, oh shit, nigga, cuz oh, blood? No, man, come on, dude. That's too much. That's too much. And like, no matter if you have a top empire, all great empires collapse. I told one of my friends that today because he was asking about, you know, great civilizations around the world. And I said they all come to an end. Some civilization lasts for 1,000 years, 2,000 years. Civilizations in Egypt, civilizations in China, civilizations in Mali, civilizations in South Africa, civilizations, in Europe and maybe like in Mesoamerica, Central America. I'm talking about. They all come to an end. Because at one point, whatever rises to the top is going to fall down and break. Therefore, was the same way. It was at its pinnacle when they had Tupac. Like nobody couldn't stop them. But who killed that? They killed that shit themselves. And I don't care what nobody say. Suge Knight was a genius on one level for doing what he had to do, but his downfall was bringing the gang banging element to the world as far as like in the hip hop industries. Like I'm gonna bring this in and I'm gonna just dominate, showing people my thug side, but no, you're gonna get killed, you're gonna get people in jail, and you're gonna get other people killed. So think about that. So many lives that passed as far as that made their transition. Tupac died. Think about it. Think about that shit. Snoop Dogg leaving over there. Nate Dogg, even though we know how he died, but still, that's probably stress on him too, dealing with that shit. So it's just so much. And a person like the D.O.C, he probably like, man, I'm glad he really didn't stay over there like that or didn't really, do what he had to do because that would have been another problem. Another artist that we would have saw as far as being happy, but that's just more shit you don't need. So at the end of the day, I mean, I just hope that these young artists today, they're doing their thing and I can't knock them, but just people be careful what you do, man, because no matter if it looks nice, if it looks good, if the grass is green, doesn't mean it's actually the grass you want to actually sit on or the grass you actually want to actually lay on. Post your comments below. Post smash Black Panther the like button. Subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. If you want to support and donate to the channel, I have Patreon, patreon.com/KofiUniverse. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, everything's in the description. Until next time, salute.